Rob, what's our third main topic today?
John comes to us from Armond. Hey, John and team, I just read a report that said Cate Blanchett will be coming back to play Hela again in the MCU. The catch is that it's only as her voice in What If Season 2. But my question is, do you think getting a huge name like Cate Blanchett back in the fold like this could be a precursor to getting her back in live action? What do you think?
All right, thanks a lot for writing that in, Armand. And you know, every once in a while, a name will still come up. Like, it's no longer the case that, well, no real actors want to be in a comic book movie. Those days are long, long, long gone. Like once you got Anthony Hopkins and Robert Redford and like all these guys coming in, that doesn't count anymore. But still, there are still names once in a while that when they come up that they're joining, you go, wow. That happened recently with Moon Knight. Why am I freezing on Moon Knight?
Oscar Isaac?
Oscar Isaac. Yeah, when Oscar Isaac joined, it's like, wow. But I remember when we heard that Cate Blanchett was going to be in Thor Ragnarok. It's like, whoa, time out. Because I think it's commonly accepted that other than the Streep monster, that Cate Blanchett may be the de facto considered the best actress in the world. I mean, if not absolute by everybody, on a lot of people's dance cards, it's Meryl Streep, obviously, and then maybe Cate Blanchett next. And when they announced that she was joining the MCU, I was like floored, absolutely floored by that. And she was great as Hela. I loved her as Hela. Of course, she had a very, unceremonious end with Surtur and everything like that in Ragnarok. But hey, it is the Marvel fake death universe after all. And now she is coming back, except in animated form, but could it mean more? This comes from the folks over at CBR who wrote the following. As reported by Laughing Place, who attended the 2022 Lightbox Expo, What If director Brian Andrews confirmed that Cate Blanchett is returning to the Marvel Studios' Journey into Imagination panel. The filmmaker noted his amazement at working alongside of the actor as she recorded her lines for Hela, who will feature as a yet unknown episode of Season 2 of What If. While details on the villain's role have yet to be confirmed, Andrews did promise that Thor's evil sister will be depicted in a way fans have never seen before. Now, talking about flashbacks, my first thought on this is that they might go back to before, like maybe when her and Odin were like bosom buddies. They were father and daughter side by side, bringing law and order to the universe and all that kind of stuff before she, went a little crazy and started like killing everybody. So maybe a bit of that. So that's interesting. What If has done a great job as a series. Now, I don't love What If, but it certainly had a couple of episodes I thought were fantastic, and a couple of episodes that weren't. But what was really impressive about it was then like getting almost all the real cast to come in and do their own voices. They weren't able to land everybody, but they got just about even Chadwick Boseman.
Yep.
In his final MCU effort.
An Emmy Award, maybe Emmy winning. Was it Emmy winning or Emmy nominated performance for that voiceover?
I don't think he won an Emmy for that, but I might be wrong. That's interesting. Taylor, if you can look that up, that would be great. Because that's an interesting factoid if true. But I mean, it's great. So to get her to come in is fantastic. But you raise a great question about, do you really go and get like multi-Oscar Cate Blanchett just come in and do a day or two of talking? Is this a potential reflection that she could be making her overall return to the MCU? Because remember, we don't actually see her die. She gets hit. We assume she dies, but you never know. I'm going to go out on a limb based on no fact whatsoever and say, I think she's coming back. I think Hela is going to return because the more and more powerful they continue to make these Marvel characters, and they do, they continue to overpower them to a degree, but you're going to need legit foils. And the reality is Thor was never able to overcome his sister. Like and she almost stopped Surtur herself, right? So she reminds me a lot of Abomination. Abomination, which had been sitting out there dormant for a long time. And I said, guys, Abomination is still there. They never killed him in the movie. He is a great, powerful foil. They need to bring him back. They brought him back, not necessarily in the way that I would have in She-Hulk, but still. I think Hela can be another character like that. So while I think it's great that she's going to come in and do her voice for What If Season 2, I'm more intrigued by this could be a sign that she is sticking around in the MCU. Again, this is based on no insider information, pure speculation on my part, but that's where I think it's going. I don't know, Rob, What do you think about Cate Blanchett staying in the MCU family? She's voicing Hela again. And do you think that could be a precursor to her returning?
Well, first of all, I think that a lot of actors, especially of her ilk, like to just do things that are fun.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. So I think she's probably thinking, I've never really done an animated character before, so why not? And as far as her coming back, everyone's coming back in Secret Wars. Everybody who's ever played a character ever is
They're all going to be
They're
back.
all going to be back. Tony Stark's going to be back. Steve Rogers is going to be. Everyone is coming back for that movie. It's going to be a blowout. It may be even DC characters. No. I'm kidding.
Well, now that James Gunn's there.
I know, but everyone's going to be coming back for Secret Wars because that's what it is. And I think that for sure she's coming back. And why not? I mean, why wouldn't you want her to come back? And I think she probably had a blast making this movie. So it's like, yeah, you want me to come back? Sign me up.
Corey in the live chat just came up with a great thing too. I would love to see her as the crazy aunt to Thor's kid. Now that Thor's got love, imagine her as Auntie Hela.
Or turning love into a villain.
I mean, yeah, that too. I mean, that's what things that went on there.
Bad
She's crazy
protege.
powerful. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Cate Blanchett, one of the world's greatest actresses, is coming back to do the voice of Hela in What If Season 2, but could that mean she's back maybe in a more permanent way? I suspect maybe it is. Maybe it's not at all. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and leave your thoughts there. We want to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Stamps.com. Guys, it happens every holiday season. No matter how prepared we think we are for the season, it always turns out we're nowhere near as prepared as we thought we were, especially with our shipping. And right about now, seasonal excitement, or dread as the case may be, is really starting to settle in, especially for small businesses. Slaying through traffic to the post office, inboxes more like a blizzard than a winter wonderland, rushing to send cards and gifts to your loyal clients. The good news is it's not too late to get your holiday mailing and shipping under control with Stamps.com. Sign up now and you'll be printing your own postage in minutes. Because Stamps.com is your one-stop shop for all of your shipping and mailing needs. Get access to the United States Postal Service and UPS services that you need to run your business right from your computer. Up to 86% off. So this holiday season, trade late nights for silent nights and get started with Stamps.com today. Sign up with promo code Campea for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter the code Campea.